Bonjour, je m'appelle Pravin. I'm the director of MIDA Paris, representing the Malaysian Investment Development Authority, MIDA, here in Paris, France, as well as representing the Economic Bureau of the Malaysian Embassy in France. As we all know, the COVID-19 outbreak has enormously affected every country in the world, and Malaysia is not excluded. To contain the spread of this COVID-19 pandemic, Malaysia has implemented the Movement Control Order from the 18th of March to the 28th of April 2020. And after 2 weeks of implementing the MCO, it is observed that comparing to the initial projection by the Malaysian Institute of Economic Research, MIER, the Ministry of Health of Malaysia has informed that the actual number of COVID-19 cases showed a lower trajectory compared to the initial forecast. And according to Malaysia's central bank, Bank Negara Malaysia, the Malaysia's economic growth is projected to be at between -2% to 5% in 2020. This is due to the economic impact which arose from this unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic. Also, with the sharp decline and volatile shift in the crude oil prices, as well as the continued supply disruption in the commodity sector. And in 2019, the Malaysia's GDP grew by 4.3%. Malaysia has been proactive during the Movement Control Order to strengthen its economic fundamentals through the introduction of long-term measures and policies. And to ensure that supply chains remains intact, the Ministry of International Trade and Industry, MITI, has provided the necessary approval for companies producing essential products and companies from a selected additional sectors to stay operational during the MCO period. Also, logistics arms of manufacturing company that has received MITI's approvals are also allowed to operate during this MCO period. The government has also announced a stimulus package valued at Ringgit Malaysia 250 billion or equivalent to 53 billion euros on 27th of March 2020 to address the adverse impact of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic outbreak in the country. The initiative rolled out under the stimulus package aims to protect the people, to support businesses and to strengthen the economy. And one of the initiatives is the wage subsidy program that provides financial assistance to employers who experience more than 50% fall in revenue and to enable them to retain their employees. And following calls from the industry to provide greater support for the business community, an additional stimulus package of Ringgit Malaysia 10 billion or equivalent to 2.1 billion euros was announced by the Malaysian Prime Minister on the 6th of April 2020. And this additional stimulus package is expected to help ease the financial burden of SMEs, which contributes to over 2/3 of the total employment in Malaysia. And according to AFP, Reuters, Bloomberg, Nikkei, the BBC and The Guardian, Malaysia's comprehensive stimulus package is estimated to be of about 18% of the country's GDP and considered to be the third largest stimulus package after Germany, which was 32% of the GDP, and Britain, which was 19% of the GDP. France is a significant investor in Malaysia and the 5th largest investor from EU countries. We are proud that 30 out of the 40 top French companies listed in the main French index of the NYSE Euronext have established their operation in Malaysia. Notable companies with French interests operating in Malaysia include ST Microelectronics, Arkema, Airbus, Safran, Saint-Gobain, Air Liquide, Monin, Technip FMC and Decathlon. And of course, these are just a handful of examples. While COVID-19 is disrupting all manner of businesses throughout the world, we would like to assure French investors that Malaysia remains an investor-friendly location for the long-term growth of foreign investors. And history has proven that Malaysia is a resilient nation despite the multiple challenges faced by the global economy. Resting on the back of our diverse economy and strong economic fundamentals, Malaysia's value proposition remains unimpaired, and we are confident that once we have overcome this challenging chapter, the country will be more resilient than ever in rebuilding our competitiveness.